Hey there, friends. Kevin here from the Chord Progression Podcast, the podcast spreading young rock and metal fans who discover new music and find a place they can connect and feel accepted. So welcome to this little reaction clip we got going for you. Today's episode and clip comes from the band NVSN, and we talk about promoting bands and how fans can help bands promote, even if they are not really around where that scene is. If they're a local band they want to see grow, this is what we talk about, and this is what Alex from NVSN had to say about it. Before we jump into it, though, make sure you hit that like button right down there to give this video a thumbs up, help push in the algorithm, and hit that subscribe button over here as well to make sure you're following along with every single reaction we have coming out, every single podcast episode, tongue-tied right there, to discover new music, find a place to connect, and feel accepted. This is a place for you. Without further ado, let's go.
And I've had fans before, like when we're asked, like, hey, can you help us out with this radio campaign? They're like, well, that's not near me. And I'm like, okay, like, I get that. Okay. But if you want to see us near you, like, help us grow where we're at, because it goes like this, you know, and it's just like you said, the more people talk about it, the bigger it gets, and help the bands wherever they're at, especially if you're stoked on them. But like 2 years ago, we were not ready to do the shit that we're doing now. Like, there ain't no way, you know, but we have fans. We actually met more fans this weekend that we have never met before that have been following us since 2021, you know, and those are the people too. I think it's fucking cool that those are the people that when we had stuff that was local to our area, they were helping it out there because they understood if I help them win this year, it's going to continue to compound them and grow bigger and bigger. And eventually I'm going to get to see them live. And guess what? The shit paid off because they did. And they were just like loving every minute of it.
So before reacting, to add a little context to it, the band had been at a festival in New Jersey and had been connecting with fans that had been listening to the band and had been promoting the band there and helping try and get them on local radio stations, get them to be known more in that scene. And the band is originally from Alabama, Mississippi. Shoot, they're probably going to kill me for that one. They're originally from Mississippi, so here's the thing that comes to it. We all have bands that we absolutely love. We have maybe some local bands that we're looking out for that we're like, we would love to see these bands grow. We would love to see these bands get a shot at the big time. But how can we do it even if A, maybe we're not in that local scene, or B, if we are in that local scene, but we feel like we're too small? Alex brought up a great point when it comes to, just requesting these bands be played on certain places. Local radio stations, especially if you're a local band, it's like, people might have a better chance to come and listen to you, have a shout out, if a lot of people are somehow talking about you and trying to get you played on those local radio stations. Yes, I know these local radio stations are not as strong as Sirius XM, or it's not as strong as streaming. However, it is something that a lot of people still might be listening to every now and again, and it shows a lot more support behind it, and the band can use that as leverage to continue to grow, continue to get their outreach. Even if you're not close to where the band is, talk about them, just start bringing them up. And you'll see about this in a later episode that we have coming up, where we really dive deep into this, where we talk so much in depth about how you can help out these bands. It's absolutely incredible, and this is one of the best ways you can do it. Talk about it, just be present in it, and really focus in on it, because if you're not talking about these bands, especially, in today's online-centric world, and with how social media is, how easy it is to search and classify certain things and track different things based off of different metrics, search metrics, how much something's being said, how many times you're being put in the comments, how many times your name is being put in these comments. It's something that bands use and something that promoters use to really gauge and see if a band has enough fan support in order to be put on certain shows, whether it's a large festival or whether it's just a smaller run. Promoters are going to make sure that they get their money as well. And the best way you can continue to do that is to continue to show support for this band, continue to talk about them, because this is what's going to happen. Then fans are going to end up finding out about them because you got to request them for a local radio station, because you guys are requesting so much for a certain show or a certain festival. Look at our friends in Patient 67. Because the fans kept requesting it, they're playing Blue Ridge Rock Fest. They're coming over to the US because the fans kept requesting it. As fans, you absolutely have the power to do something like this. All you have to do is literally open your mouth. Literally go online. Use your power of a word of mouth to promote these bands that you absolutely love, and you will see them get to that point where you want them to be, to be on these national tours, to be an international touring band, and on top of it, maybe even be, growing in influence to the point where a lot of other people are getting behind the band, and you can go up and be like, hey, I knew them first, but don't be the gatekeeping kind. Use that as like I knew them first, but welcome. Love to have you as a fan with this band. They mean a lot to me, and I hope they mean a lot to you too. So I want to thank Alex and the guys from NVSN for being a part of this. I want to know what you guys think about this clip. Put in the comments what you think about, even if you're not local to that band scene, even if, say, you're a band in Milwaukee, where I'm from, and you're a fan of that band and you live out in Utah, promoting that band locally at Utah, you never know what might happen. Just what do you guys think about that? Put in the comments below. If you like this clip, hit the like button. If you want to follow the whole podcast, hit that subscribe button over here, because we do have new episodes every single Tuesday and Thursday and reaction videos consistently to the podcast. Also, make sure you check out the full episode with NVSN. Link is in the description below. And thank you guys for stopping by. This is Kevin. I'm out.